Hello, welcome to my apartment. Okay, so just before we get started, I want to preface this by saying that I cleaned as best that I could, but I shot content this morning, then I had to go clean Miss Carol Grace's room at her home and help her take a shower. So by the time I got back to shoot this, I was already exhausted. Did I have a McDonald's fry and Coke? Yes, I absolutely did today. So I'm leaving that there. Let's keep it real. All right, let's get on to the tour. So when you first come in the front door, this is my kitchen. I keep everything very minimal. I'm not somebody who likes a lot of things out on the countertops. Even having these decorations for Christmas is kind of driving me nuts. And I always keep a hot water jug out because I'm always constantly drinking tea. I really do think that I was built for London. Although there's not a lot of sun there, is there? And I hated living in Seattle. But the puffy vests they wear, so chic. I got just mangled on TikTok about those vests, but I think that they are so chic. Maybe I was doing it wrong. No, definitely wasn't. Anyways, as many of you already know, I keep a lot of my clothes in the kitchen because I ran out of closet space and I already have 3 storage units. So had to go somewhere. So you've already kind of seen that. I'll do a little fridge tour because I know some people like that. I'm not much of a cook, as we know, hence why I keep clothes in the kitchen. But I really do love stemware. So I have a lot of glassware in here. I'm actually gonna show you. This is where I keep some of my stemware. I really love any sort of glassware that looks a little bit different, has some like texture to it, obviously. So that's what I really love about that. Next up, let's talk about where the magic happens. Obviously, I'm talking about the fridge. I'm so lame today. My jokes aren't funny, but it's actually pretty organized right now. Shout out to me. So let's discuss things you'll always find in my fridge. I will always have Topo Chico on deck. If you are not familiar with Topo Chico, it is quite possibly the best like bubbly water you will ever have, carbonated water, whatever you want to call it. It is so good. I'm pretty sure it's all natural and I love it so much. I will always keep a jar of Rayos marinara. If you're not familiar, get familiar because it's the best thing. I keep a lot of salsa because I use it for multiple things. During the winter, I always have some sort of soup. I will always have iced coffee, literally always with the iced coffee. I try to keep some fresh greens in here. I have been on a serious ginger ale kick and I always have a sencha, always. So that is it. I actually get quite a few questions about these bar stools. I'll do a close up too so you guys can see. I got them on Amazon, great find. But when I purchased them, it was for my apartment that I lived in the hotel. It had a very high counter. So I actually had a friend saw these down, saw the legs down because I couldn't part with them and I love them so much. I get a lot of questions about them. It was probably one of the best Amazon finds other than my glass desk that I have that I've ever found. Love them. Not the sun giving me life. Like, and these sleeves, I'm really doing like the most today. I was going full on like Hamptons vibes for you guys. Architectural Digest, honey, come through. I guess it's not supposed to be about the clothes, right? But anyway, believe it or not, these 2 tables, this one and this one, are not a matching set. I found this first one off of Facebook Marketplace and of all places, Cleveland. And the person who found it for me, her name is Erica. She is great. She actually does this for a living and finds really cool vintage finds. So she ended up finding this side table for me as well. And I absolutely adore it. Carol Grace gave me a 1973 original Wasili chair. Love it so much. So if you've watched my other YouTube videos, Usually they're made from the one and only, my couch. What I really love about this couch is that it's so deep set that it's actually almost the size of a twin bed. So it's very, very comfortable for lounging. I get so many compliments on it when I actually decide to not be super, super introverted and have people over. So love it, love it, love it. Do I wish it was cleaner and that the movers had never ruined it? Absolutely. Did I get it cleaned? Absolutely. Is it as clean as it used to be? Absolutely not. But we still love her. I love that you can kind of change all of these pillows around. Sometimes I put them back here. Sometimes I put them like to look like extra parts of like this. I just really, really love it. It's comfy. It's a great couch for if you do have guests that are going to sleep over. It can be changed into a bed. These come off. And the other great thing about it is that there's no, let me bring you over here. There's no line. You know, when you have like, normally you have two different cushions. This is all one cushion, which I love. As you can see, it's very lived in, but love her. So next up is my office space. I totally misspoke earlier, and where the magic happens is most definitely not in the fridge. It is absolutely here at this desk, my little office, if you will. Obviously the focal piece of this is this Christopher Knight console. It's a little bit skinny to be labeled as a desk, but I just loved the waterfall glass and the clean lines of it. And I'm super simple. I like to keep my area pretty neat as far as like not a lot of papers, stuff like that. I like to hide all of that once I'm done for the day. So I just love how sleek it is. This was also an Amazon find. It comes as a set. I love these chairs because they don't look like they would be comfortable, but they actually are. And I do a lot of my work either here or sometimes I'll go over and just, you know, sit in the kitchen if I'm having lunch or things like that. So it's just nice to have two different spaces to work at. I keep a monitor because I do a lot of spreadsheets, which I guess I used to do a lot of spreadsheets, but I still do my own because I'm a total nerd. So that is kind of it for this space. I keep a little JBL speaker here just so I can listen to things while I'm working. I used to have this really cute glass like tea tray here, but I'm gonna start using it for my rings in my bathroom. You'll see that soon. And yeah, just all my little gadgets. So that's about it. Next up is my bedroom. I get a lot of questions about where these pillows are from. The big white ones I found on Amazon, and I bought these like covers for them, and I didn't really like them because they had a very thick kind of border around them, even though they were white. So I'm still looking for that. So right now they don't have any cover on them. Don't judge me. And then these big boys that everybody absolutely adores are actually an in-store Target find. My throw that I keep on my bed is also a Target find, and it is Threshold. But the focal point for me in my bedroom is actually this vintage pedestal. I'm gonna show it to you right now. So this vintage pedestal was actually also found by Erica. I absolutely love all of the kind of two-toned neutral style. It also matches my nails. Look at that, a moment. Anyway, so I love this so much. I wish we could have found one. That's the thing about shopping for vintage, is that it's really hard to find a set. So, but I mean, she outdid herself with this. The last part of the tour is my bathroom. I feel like bathrooms aren't that exciting, so we're just gonna make this super quick. But a lot of people ask me where I store everything, and so I am gonna show you that because I have this really weird thing that I have to do because my storage underneath my sink isn't like a compartment. So I had to get very creative. So I am gonna share how I organize under there. So I always keep towels here because I wash my face obviously twice a day. So I keep everything here, and then I usually just swap them out as they get dirty from like makeup and things like that. Like obviously I wash them, but you know, they get stained and things like that. So I switch them out for brand new ones every once in a while. I have two different types of soap that I like to use for hand soap. Really loving David's right now. Thank you to David. Shout out to them for sending me this toothpaste. I don't know why, but my teeth feel so, so clean. Also shout out to Summer Fridays. This is where I put my rings at night. Thank you to Summer Fridays and David's toothpaste. Love it. This is where my storage is. I am gonna open this up for you, but it's a little messy, so bear with me. So this is where I keep all of my storage. I keep everything in Lazy Susan's. And that's like where this is my skincare Lazy Susan. I also have one for makeup because as you guys know, I don't wear tons of makeup, but like all my essentials are in here. And then I also have one for hair. So that's kind of what I do with that. That's what I do. I keep all my brushes, all of my skincare stuff in these Lazy Susans. And that's pretty much it. I really hope you guys enjoyed my tour, and like and subscribe for more. I'll talk to you guys soon.